Hey everyone, this is my second video, trying to get the quality a little bit better. I got a little more lighting in the room where I have the cockpit, so I wanted to just do another quick video, so hopefully you guys can see a little more detail. Basically, like I said before, I've got just a general aviation cockpit set up here that I've built. Just want you guys to see it and check it out, and if you're interested in building something like this, hopefully you can use some of the ideas that I've used, which is basically what I did when I built this one. So I'm going to get a couple of close-ups for you guys so you can kind of see my design and see what I've added to the cockpit. So right now I have FSX up and running with the Coronado Cessna 337. And I've got my FS Expand working on my second computer along with my GoFlight GPS. There's the virtual cockpit view, and I'm going to go ahead and get you guys some close-ups here. Basically, this is my center console, which is very simple. It's just a box that I've built to house my main flight sim computer in. My Cessna rudder pedals, and I've got my GoFlight trim wheel mounted on the side of my center console. My SciTech yoke, SciTech panel, switch panel. And I also have my TrackIR4, which I don't really use it as much now. I used to use it all the time, but with the Eyefinity set up on my video card, it's easier and I think better quality to not use it. I just pan with the China hat on the yoke. But anyway, here's the front of the cockpit here. This is just basically press board. It's some type of press board that I got at the hardware store. It has a neat grain to it that turned out pretty cool when I painted it. I just painted it black, so it kind of gives it this grainy look. It's not really a wood grain look, but it's more of a, I guess, a plastic or vinyl look. Another look at my gauges, FS Expand, running on a 19-inch monitor that I have behind here. And these bezels, here's a close-up of some of the gauges. The plastic bezel that you see is made from a plastic cup, just like the plastic cups that you use at a birthday party that you put your drinks in. But they were essentially about 3.5-inch cups. I made 3-inch holes for my gauges, and I just I cut the top of the cup out and modified it, and I basically glued it into place. And then the smaller bezels, they're again small plastic Dixie cups that you can buy at Walmart. This is like something you'd find in your bathroom that you would wash your mouth out with. So just stuff I came up with that was cheap, and it works out good. I painted them, and you can see they turned out really good. So it's a low cost, economical way to build a cockpit. Just want to give you guys a better shot here so you can kind of see what I'm working with. The top of the dash, this is also the same type of wood that I used for the front panel, but what I did is I bought contact paper. This is black contact paper that you would put on like a shelf in your kitchen cabinet, and it has just a plastic vinyl look to it, something that you would see in an old 172 or an old Cessna. So I basically just covered the wood with this, and it turned out pretty good. I think it looks all right. It matches pretty good. Over to the the GPS. This is the GoFlight GPS, and I think you've got a better view of it now than the last video, but it works great. It's got all of the buttons, the dial, everything works good. I'll see if I can get to terrain. I know it's kind of bright, but switch it to terrain mode, works pretty good. Actually, the nighttime looks better, it's more clear, but everything works. Pull up your approaches, go back to your flight plan. I don't have anything plugged in, but you can see that it works. Here's the zoom. You can zoom in, but this is really cool. Very affordable, very cool. Toggle switches that I installed. This Cytec radio panel. I use that when I fly online with VATSIM and Boston ATC. My throttle prop mixture lever. This is really cool. I use it. I've had probably 3 different types of throttles. I've had the CH Products throttle. I've had another Cytec throttle, but this is definitely my favorite because you also have all the toggle switches that you can assign. But this is really nice, and it's really sturdy. It's really well made. And over to the other side, I've got my old CH Products yoke set up, and this is just an old 15-inch monitor that I use to run the FS Expand. My plan is to make a panel similar to this with the gauges that are cut out for the gauges that I'm going to put on top of this one that will be removable. That way I can access the full monitor screen here so I can run my programs. And some more Cytec or CH Products equipment and my old computer. So hopefully this is a little better quality. I know it's tough to record video shots here, but I'm running on my graphics. I have Ground Environment X, I run Ultimate Terrain X, and I also run the Rex weather engine, and it's pretty good. As you can see, this I haven't completed the co-pilot side, so there's not a the top is not on it, so you can kind of give you a shot back here behind it if you can see. Let me show you what I did. I don't know if you can see, the lighting's not that good, but I basically bought just the metal L brackets that you use for shelving, and those are what support my monitors and the L brackets, so they also support the front of the cockpit. Kind of a shot back here behind it. And I basically just built a small shelf that's raised up that's my 3 monitors sit on, so I got a shelf sitting on top of my table. So hopefully in the next few months I'll have the co-pilot side completed, and it'll be a fully 100% functional. So alright, that's it. Hope you guys can take away what you can from this, and if you got any questions about how I built this, go ahead and get a hold of me, and I'll give you the advice that I used when I built it. Thanks.